This for being a mark. John Wingeling from Get My Go, New York.
He gets my go, this kid, man. He gets my go.
Well, it's funny. We took a look at a nice YouTube video, and I realized that it was recorded when John was on vacation. He graced Mike with his presence and took time out from his lovely vacation to record something of a promo video for his Dan Severn podcast. It went down the tubes. And I realized that someone sent me a clip earlier. It was recorded around the same time, and the demeanor is strikingly different. And I thought it would fit with what we had already recorded. So this is entitled Your Reality Check for the Week and Why I'm a Little, actually it says John drops a reality check to everyone and why he's a little salty this week. Plus, who is this week's Jabroni of the Week?
Everything about him, Mr. Vince Russo. And I'm going to say to Jeff Lane, man, you are my Jabroni of the Week. I've been real nice many times when you've taken shots at people, when you've called them out. I did absolutely nothing here, man. I'm sitting here, I get tagged in on a tweet by one of these parody accounts clowning on your buddy Troy, and I have nothing against Troy. I think he's a nice enough guy. But, man, Troy is a mark for Russo. He's a mark for you guys. He sits over there.
See, this is what he does, right? I've got nothing against him. Now here's the insult. He compliments, then insults. And he does this over and over again. Now,
over and over, yeah.
We haven't even got started. So he's already said that Jeff Lane's a jabroni. And then he said something about Troy.
Troy's a mark.
Wait till we see how many times he says this after this, the fat shit.
Yeah.
And just get suckered by you idiots, man, to do whatever. And hey, it's Troy's money. He can do whatever he wants. So I get tagged by a parody account. You want to block a bunch of people claiming people are bullies and all these things. I'm just sitting there minding my fucking business, man. And then you want to go and block and go have a meltdown like you always do. Man, Jeff Lane, I'm going to say this. I've been polite about it. I've been nice enough about it with you. I've tried to put you over because I did have fun when you came on our show, man. I had fun when Vince came on. I was a supporter of you guys. You guys are the biggest fucking hypocrites in the world, brother. Let me tell you, man. I'm going to give you a Hulk Hogan brother out there.
He's fucking wasted here. Like, there's no way that this is from having too many broccoli with your fucking salad.
Yeah, it's the voice is different, the demeanor, you know.
Hey there, man. He sounds like fucking Scott Hall in 95.
Who are the biggest hypocrites out there. You let these guys think that they're not marks, man. Like this Troy guy that's out there and he's saying it on his stuff. He's fucking money over to you guys, hand over fist. And you know what? More power to you guys for collecting it. But don't act like you guys and your people are better than other people because you guys are just as big of fucking marks as everybody out there, man. You let people like this Troy guy who just pay into you all day long and you try to act like they're better and more different than people that support the dirt sheets or people that support the AEW product or whatever. Man, nobody's better. We're all marks for something. We all watch wrestling. We all do all that stuff.
Actually, John, we're not all marks for something. Marks is a wrestling term.
That's true.
That's what you have to remember, and he has to stop fucking using wrestling terms for real life stuff. Like, but John Langdon gets upset by the word mark, like the way Oprah gets offended by the N word. This is what he probably calls it the M word.
Yeah, he can't say mark. Well, remember that was a whole controversy when Matt Coon said that the M word was like the N word. That was actually a show one time. I was like, oh, that's when that show kind of jumped the shark. But I can't imagine, obsessing over something and spending money and talking about it all the time and bothering other people with your obsessions. Anyway.
They're out there fucking living on Twitch to go watch this guy Russo, man, on every Saturday night. You got to waiting to go talk to Vinny Rue. I mean, come on, man, get over yourselves, bro. You people aren't bullying these guys, man. They're just calling to light the hypocrisy of what you guys do. The hypocrisy is you guys claim that everybody else is marks and that you guys are fighting against them and that your people aren't this and that, your people aren't bad, and you're not doing wrong by painting pictures of people in a negative manner, that you're not doing wrong things, that you don't hate these people. Well, man, your actions show different, bro. Your actions show different with everything that you fucking fucking do, Jeff Lane and Vince Russo and all you guys out there. And I'm not going to bite my tongue anymore over anything, because you know what? I think there's a lot of great people that are on the brand. I think there's good people that are out there. And I think there's, like anybody else in life, delusional marks that are way obsessed with something, that are obsessed with some guy, that are.
All those good people on the brand fucking hate you, John.
Yeah. And all those good people who are obsessed. How many times now have you listened to John obsess over Vince and Jeff and call them out and call them crazy and crooks and obsessed and this and that? Like, I think you were right once when you said that he may love Vince. He may love him in a deep and profound manner.
I think that his problem is that he's genuinely in love with Vince. I don't think he could believe his luck when he got to interview him or do the show with him in the past. And I think that he, much like fucking De Niro in the film, the Tony Scott film, The Fan.
Yeah.
I think that he meets his hero and immediately oversteps the mark faster than you could possibly imagine. And this, to me, sounds like the voicemail that you would send from a jealous ex.
Yeah.
And this is what he's doing. He's fucking heartbroken. He wanted to replace Jeff Lane.
I was going to say that, yeah.
I could see that never happening. And if it does, it's not going to be fucking John Wangland, especially.
Yeah, and it's like I've said before on here, if he just would have went down the right path like he always says he's going to do and not started all these different feuds, now it would have been, you know, a year and a half with RCN, and whoever was there would have been there. But if he would have kept good relationships with us, good relationships with Vince, who the fuck knows? That guy, John Paz, has a show on the brand. He has a show on Creative Control Network. He has his own show. He does this. He does that. He's got shows with Kevin Sullivan and Dutch Mantel. And that could be John if he would have done things differently. He could have a lot of things going on right now. Who knows? He could have come on Conan's show once and they might have liked him. Probably not. But it could have happened.
Yeah, I mean, I now have fucking Raven singing a song about me.
There you go. So
Like-
he did. He just fucked up. He fucked up.
Can't.
Are obsessed with you all. And you know what? If that's what they want to be, great. But don't claim that everybody else that's out there in the world that is obsessed with something else is delusional and crazy, because your people are just as bad as it. And don't claim like you're some big fucking tough guy behind the keyboard, man. You sit over there, bro, and you play fucking DuckTales for money, for $1 a month from somebody. That's what you do. And if that's what you do, man, great. But don't cast light on people like you're some freaking tough guy behind.
Whoa. Cast light on people. What does that mean?
How can he bash people by saying, "Oh, you're obsessed over this. You're obsessed," while he's recording a fucking podcast about something that's on his mind so much that he needs to talk about? How long was this podcast?
40 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
We put on the last 17 or whatever. But yeah, he's on vacation. And now that I thought about it, he may have been a little hopped up on some cough syrup because he sounds a little slurry. And he sounds a little quiet. I think his wife was probably like, no fucking podcasting while you're here. And now he's like in the back room like, you know something, Jeff Lane? I'm going to fuck your mother while you watch, you know.
Like,
That nature.
I have to what's his wife's name? Oh, whatever, doesn't matter. It's like, I have to record there. It's I have an audience there, man. They need to know what I think. India has needs there, man.
Days off Wangland.
Huh.
You know what? Before I play this again, like now I hear when he's kind of fucking with Jeff, because I hear people reference at one point when he said if he wants to meet Jeff in the street and beat him up or something. And I've never heard that before, so I'm looking for it. I'd love to hear it, but this is the closest I've heard it come, where he's like, come on, keyboard tough guy.
That's on the Hambone show.
He says he's going to fight him.
Yeah.
There and that you're better and that your people are better than the other people on the other side of the fence that believe different than you. Because you know what? I support all sides of the fence. I support anybody out there that wants to do what they want to do, but I don't support people that are going to be out there and claiming everybody else is wrong and you're right. Because you know what? You're not right. You're not better than the other side of it. And you're not some freaking tough guy that's behind there, man. You're a clown, Lane. You really are, man. I thought you were a nice guy when we had you on. I had a blast talking to you. I really thought could have been some nice things. You guys don't even take the time to listen to anybody else's perspective. You take whatever you want, man. And I think some of the stuff you guys do is funny. I wouldn't give my $4 a month to you idiots anymore. It's not worth it to me. I don't even want to give 4 months because personally, I don't listen to your crap anymore.
I'd love to find the clip of him saying that this made his life when Vince let him go on castrating the marks.
Yeah, we have it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to insert that there. Wow.
I wouldn't, if I could find some proof, and you're not supposed to go into Patreon and look at people's names and stuff, but if I could find out if John still subscribed, that would make my world, because I'm sure he never canceled his subscription. He can't. He's like a drug addict. Oh, well, you know what I mean. He's like an addict when it comes to the brain.
Yeah, it's like the brand is pills, and he can't stop fucking taking it at night alone and then recording about it.
Your brand and whatever you're doing, because I don't enjoy it, because it's not funny. It's the same flat shit. It's Vince ripping people off. And for people that are out there, man, that think I'm wrong. I'm sorry that you feel that way, but you know what? You're entitled to your opinion, and I respect it. And that's what you got to think. Vince suckers you guys in, man, and listen to what he says, man. He wants to say what he wants to say. And if you're stalking this guy, man, and giving him every dime that you got, or giving him all this money, you are a mark just as bad as the people you all criticize. We're all marks for wrestling. We're all marks for something in life. It's not a bad thing to be a mark, but don't think you're better than anybody else out there, folks, when you're not, man. And Jeff Lane, you're the jabroni of the week all day long. You are a Twitter tough guy. You're a keyboard warrior, man. You are everything that you think that everybody else is bad about, and you call bullshit on. I'm not going to knock you for sitting over there and supporting Troy. I mean, Troy must pay your rent, man, and he must pay your car insurance and your health insurance, and he must pay your bills for you, man. And hey, no big deal, man, with that with people. But don't think that your people are better than others.
He's fucked up, man. I can't.
Yeah, I'm not going to knock you for getting someone to pay your rent, even though he's just been fucking doing that for the past couple of minutes. And then immediately, like, this is the thing about Wangland. I say this all the time, but I'm saying it again. He's stupid or he's crazy. It's one of them. And there's something, I think it may just be he's so fucking dumb. And if he's in money from his family, great. But this is a stupid fucking guy it sounds like he's jealous of Jeff's success and his relationship with Vince, and he can't handle it. And we should actually get Jeff Lane on one of these days and replay him these.
Yeah.
Man, because your people are marks just like the other ones are, and just like we all are for something, because we all are, buddy. I'm just going to say that, man.
Sonny Jim.
But I don't know, man. Your hypocrisy and the level of it that you people do, and your little tough guy routine that you do, it's old, it's sour. And you know what? People mind their own business, and you want to claim shit about people. Go screw yourself, dude. You are the friggin' jabroni of the week all day long. I got nothing nice to say about you anymore, man. I've been nice. I played the nice route. I try to sit over there and take the high ground on people. And you know what? I'm imperfect too, like anybody else is. And, you know, eventually you're being a candy ass when you're sitting over there and letting people like you get one over on everybody else, man. Because you know what, Jeff Lane, you are the jabroni of the week. And
those last 3 or 4 sentences don't make any fucking sense.
They were good, right?
What the fuck drugs is he on? I want some.
Yeah, he's not sober here.
No.
And listen to what he says. You make fun of people for being marks there, but you're a jabroni candy ass there, man. This is the cock we're listening to.
Let's see. I think I went back far enough.
I try to sit over there and take the high ground on people. And you know what? I'm imperfect too, like anybody else is. And, you know, eventually you're being a candy ass when you're sitting over there and letting people like you get one over on everybody else, man. Because you know what, Jeff Lane, you are the jabroni of the week. And I'm sick and tired of your mouth and how you run about people. And then you block and you hide.
I don't like your mouth. I don't like your butt. I don't like your hole.
In many ways, but once again,
your nipples sicken me.
Man, I'm a little hot this week, folks. Even though I'm having a great week, man, I'm a little hot on a couple topics on people because you know what? I'm sick of minding my business and people coming out and doing what they got to do. But you know what?
The fuck does that mean?
Shit talkers talk shit, and I don't like shit talkers like that too much because you know what? What I say I can back up.
Oh, shit. He can back that shit up.
Yeah, I don't like shit talkers while he's talking shit.
Man.
He's the dumbest fucking guy that's ever lived. He's the most dangerous mark in the world.
It's funny because just as bad as anybody thought this was, it's worse because I never heard this before today. So there's even more than we know about, it's like I said, man, I'm almost starting to get to the point where I think it's a shame. Like if he just would have, I don't know why he had to go this route. If he just would have stuck in things the right way, who knows what he could be doing? I'm not saying he'd be, fucking Meltzer or Satin or any of those guys that are the top, dirt sheet guys and have shows and make money, but he could be doing something. He could be doing something better than he's doing now. He went back to square one. He has nobody left. It's the worst possible plan for his single platform bullshit, which everyone knows he's only doing so he doesn't have to pay for more than one feed. It's just, and this is a year ago, dude. I was just looking. This came out on August 4th, so it was about a year ago. Exactly a year, and look at all the shit that happened.
And I will put anything of what I say out there, and I will stand true to it. And you know what? Great things are coming. It's a great week, folks. Fun times for wrestling fans. If you're a wrestling fan that's out there, fun times for me. Having a great week out here on vacation. I'm looking forward to it. And I hope you guys are having a great week. And I hope all the good things in life come to you guys. And you know what? Don't let the jabronis of the week, don't let the people out there that are cancers and pariahs ruin what you are. Don't let them get to you to the level that sometimes they all get to us. And you know what? Be you. Be authentic. Be the best person that you can.
And you know what?
You guys enjoy the product that we got coming out this week.
What the fuck? Right, so don't let people get to you, even though Jeff Lane has got to him.
Big time.
He's happy and relaxed while he's pissed off and got to get stuff off his chest. And is this back when he would record directly into the laptop?
I'm not sure. It doesn't sound so great, but if this is on vacation, who knows what he's doing or where he's recording. But he's like, he's so, like, he says he's chill, but I can hear the whiskey anger in his voice.
What a shit vacation.
We got lots of fun stuff. Check out the Summer of Rad all week long on Rad Turtles Wrestling Podcast. They got interviews with Jimmy Corderas. They got watch-alongs. They got so many fun shows coming out on there this week that really bring together SummerSlam and what they got. And they're bringing you an extra product. Get out there and support it, guys. Get out and support all the shows on the Reality Check Podcast.
Please.
Thank you for listening to Wrestling with Reality. Check us back out again tomorrow for your Monday motivation. We got some great topics, some more fun things that we're going to talk about. And you know what? Sometimes enough is enough. Just like they used to say in wrestling, they're like, oh, the great Owen Hart, enough is enough, and it's time for a change. You know what? Enough was enough for me today with people talking shit.
You're not in the wrestling business, John. For the love of fuck.
You know something? You're a jabroni, and just like the great Owen Hart said, and I'm gonna bring some Hulk Hogan out on you there, Sonny Jim.
See, this is. Do you think that the relationship with Dan Severn somehow warped his mind?
I don't know.
Where he seems to think that he works in wrestling.
This would have been around the time that it just started. So who knows? But I definitely know that he had a smug air to him when the show was going to start with Vamp and Severn. Like, here we go, and then like a month later, it was all gone.
Yeah, wingling with reality.
And act in certain ways. And you know what? I'm going to go back to being my positive self after today, but had to say
HIV positive
things there, folks. And you know what? I hope you guys are all awesome and doing great. And once again, thank you for your support. We'll check you back out again tomorrow. Keep checking us out on the Reality Check Podcast Network.
Thank you for listening to Wrestling with Reality. Don't forget to check us out on Twitter at
That's horrendous.
Great audio there.
That's tremendous audio.
What is?
Who recorded that? Pink Floyd.
WR Podcast on Instagram, Reality Check Podcast Network, where you can find out about Wrestling with Reality shows and all the other great shows on the Reality Check Podcast Network.
What a tale of two cities today, Jesus Christ.
A tale of two cities from a man with two titties.
More than two homes and more than two personalities.
Yeah. And less than two listeners.
Less than $2. But more than two action figures.
Of course, yeah. Whatever happened to all the Reality Check Network merchandise that they were selling?
He wasn't he? Oh, man.
Yeah, is that website back up?
You know, it's funny. Like, can you imagine? Not only does he have the room full of figures, but he's probably got boxes full of shirts in the fucking garage. God forbid, in the basement.
Yeah. But see, when he records podcasts like that, oh God, my fucking ears! It amazes me that he doesn't at any point catch on to how bad he looks or sounds.
Yeah, and someone should have told him that he didn't have a guy to tell him. Like, he didn't have someone to be. Well, I guess eventually Richie Riordan was. Richie eventually told him this is stupid, and there's no way to gain an audience. It's no way to have a good public persona and all that. There, man. Some of those sentences were fucking phenomenal, weren't they?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. Hey, and I'm just tired of people, doing what they have to do, and that's what they have to do there, man. What are you babbling about?
Yeah, but it's just the thing. He keeps doing the thing where it's like, listen, like, here's a good thing about you, now here's the bad thing, now one more good thing and a bad thing. And he keeps doing it over and over, regardless. And he thinks that is somehow delivering some powerful blow. All it does is just make him sound like he's, again, stupid or crazy.
Can you imagine being...
I'm stupid. I'm crazy. I'm stupid crazy.
Can you imagine?
That's a wrestling reference.
Like the marital arguments. Like, listen, last night's dinner, it was good. I'm not going to take that away from you. It was great, but other than that, the bathroom's dirty as shit and it's disgusting and you make me sick. But you do have your good, like, you made the bed 3 days this week and that's a good. What the fuck?
Can you imagine if he was Jake LaMotta? Hey, listen there, man. You call these carrots? I mean, the steak's like a piece of charcoal there, man. I mean, not that I got a problem with it. It's great that you do the meals. But come on there, man. Bring it over here. Bring it over there, man.
Write down the wish list. We gotta get Radigan, because you know what? He might be a voice of dissent. He might be like, no, I had a good experience. Yeah. So it could change the show a little bit. I don't think Jeff will ever do it, because Jeff has said consistently that he doesn't ever want to bring this douchebag up and give him any to mention his name at all. So I can't imagine what he thinks about this if anyone's ever said it to him, That being said, we do have plenty of people ready to come on, and we had some guests the last recording, which was tremendous. And there's still a lot to go.
Yeah.
There's still, because this was just discovered today. Yeah. There's still a whole lot to go.
Yeah, thankfully, though, a lot of those older podcasts are gone.
Yeah, no one will ever find them.
So a lot of the early pilled up stuff we'll never hear.
You know how you said he always, like, his MO, because he was saying, remember
MO.
that?
Yeah, his MO.
You're not going to put me in that MO, man. His MO is that he starts saying something nice and he crushes someone. But I noticed he never said anything nice about Husey. It was just all bad.
Yeah, funny that he would say MO, because it sounds like a word, like the last two letters of a word.
Momo?
That some would link to him, but I'm just saying.
Like a schmo? Like Joe Schmo?
Sounds like it.
Yeah, sounds like it. So anything else? I mean, there's been ups and downs. It's been a roller coaster ride. It's been rocky, but we've all learned something about ourselves and about each other. So it's my final thought of the week.
He's really put me like to sleep. Just that voice of his, that real monotone.
He's a terrible host. Like he has no personality. He's a fake. I like everybody. Everybody likes me. He's Ryan Seacrest, and Ryan Seacrest. The only difference between Ryan Seacrest and John Magnan is Ryan Seacrest was plagued by rumors of being secretly gay,
and he was in terrific shape.
Yeah, that's the difference as well.
Someone said yesterday is the first time. It's funny because we make fun of his claims and all that, but we never really cover how he is as a host. And someone yesterday was like, he's just a shitty podcast host. He shouldn't do it. And that finally rang a bell to me. I'm like, yeah, wait, he stinks. Oh my God, he's terrible. You're right.
No, he really, and that's why, not that we were able to get our hands on his archives, but there's an episode he did with Dan Severn, which I genuinely think, and this is before any of the fallouts happened, I think it's really quite possibly the worst podcast ever.
Yeah.
Like,
fucking A.
You need to listen to it before. I mean, not that it's out there.
No.
You need to somehow remember it between now and the recording, because it's the shits there, man.
So, what was the UFC like?
I'd love to get the episode where he's asking Vampiro these obviously fake mailbag questions, and then
Well, Vampiro. Unfortunately, I do believe Vampiro Vigilante Vampiro's Rituals is lost forever. Both of them are lost forever, but
because at the end of that, you can just tell Vampiro's just like sick of this shit, and then he basically hangs up on John.
yes, I did.
And John says, I think the internet in his house must have been really bad.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And I can't get him back on.
Vampiro did not like John Wanglin.
No, and that's
flat out told me.
When
he said he was boring and he was a bad host. He said, you can't collaborate with a guy like, well, I can't do a Vampiro voice. He said you can't collaborate with a guy like that. It's like,
I said on the phone to him when everything was getting set up, I was like, I do Conan show, I do Ravens, I barely do mine. I was like, I don't want to be involved in any other show like that. I don't want to host. And he's like, I don't ever want to co-host again after the last thing. It's like, understandable. And then we had 4 glorious podcasts together.
There's the episode where where Wanglin does his Twitch stream where he buries Vince.
Yeah.
For like, it's that one was when I really realized there was something more going on than a fucking angry fucking Mark.
Yeah.
Where like I can rant for about 90 seconds. He full on ranted for well over an hour.
Yeah. And that's a whole separate show compared to what we just heard, which was another 15 minutes of it.
Yeah, that could actually be split up into parts.
It could. There's still some from the last Russo bashing left where that's when he turns against you and I that we haven't done yet, which should be fun. Fun there, man.
Hey, man. It's always great to burn the bridges there, man.
And you guys don't have the balls.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking maybe you do have the balls.
All right, let's wrap this up.
I think we can end it on balls.
Yeah.
Why not?
And if you think you're getting my go by this guy going and doing a show with him,